What up, sports fans? Waxon Wednesday. Jake Waxman, I'll let two guys talk sports. Let's go. All right, today I'm going to be... Before I get into this video, by the way, I want to apologize for not posting a video last week. No excuses. I mean, I did have my hands full for like a lot of housework because I had guests over, but no excuses. I should have posted a video, so I was a bad man last week, and I apologize for not posting a video last week. I'm making no excuses. I should have done one last week. But this week, I am doing one for sure, and here we are. Just want to apologize real quick before I get into this video, which today we are going to focus on the NFL. And, oh, man. 2 weeks into the NFL, and we've had two star players knocked out for the season due to injuries. Aaron Rodgers, or potentially Aaron Rodgers, may be out for the year with a knee injury. Man, oh man, Nick Chubb, one of the best running backs in the league, one of the premier running backs. He works hard, he runs hard, he plays hard. He is a lot of fun to watch. Probably arguably the best running back in football right now, Nick Chubb, out for the season with a knee injury and a couple of other injuries around that area. It's brutal, and my thoughts and prayers for both of the families of both those players. And sadly, with how brutal this injury is for Nick Chubb, he may never play another down in the NFL again. And this sucks. We already got concerns, and there's a lot of concerns about the turf. Like, the turf may be causing a lot of these injuries. Now, the Chubb injury is different, but the thing that worries me is how fast and how strong this game continues to get. The evolution of the game of football. The game is getting stronger. It's getting faster. And the problem is, I'm not sure the NFL is doing enough to keep up with this increase of speed and strength. There needs to be some redesigns on the football helmets, padding, all that stuff. Like, if we're going to continue playing football, we need better equipment to protect the players from injuries. And the NFL is just not doing enough. That's what worries me. Like, if this keeps up, football may cease to exist. Now, I don't see it going away anytime soon, for the record, sports fans. I'm just really worried about the direction this game's going with these kind of injuries. And the fact that we're 2 weeks into the season, we've had two brutal injuries to star players. Damn. Hopefully, this is not another one of those years where injuries become is the story of the season. But I feared that this is the direction this season is heading. And the NFL's got to wake up and start doing more to protect these players. Better padding, better helmets. Okay, put more research into it, even if it takes a lot of time, all right? Just do something, NFL, okay? If this isn't a wake-up call for the NFL, I don't know what is. But I just wish the best for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I'm not a big Rodgers fan, but I hate to see anyone go down with an injury like that. And same with Nick Chubb. I wish all the best for Nick Chubb and his family, and I hope he has a speedy recovery. And I say this because there are bigger things in life than football, more to life. So I want to see those two guys live a good life. And damn. Not the way to start a football season. And speaking of it, NFL now, God damn it, I got to talk about the Chicago Bears. I mean, it's not a question. You guys are all wondering, me being a Bears fan, well, how am I feeling? You know what? It's a good thing I got other distractions right now because the Bears are ticking me off. Let's start with Justin Fields. I like this guy. I think he's got great potential, great talent. But as of right now, breaks my heart to say this, but Justin Fields is looking like a bust right now. Right now, he is not taking any leaps forward. In fact, some of those weaknesses he's had in his entire NFL career, they're still there. In fact, perhaps they've gotten worse, too. I think they have, actually. And he's still not seeing the field, still holding onto the ball too long. Like, in the game against Tampa, okay, there was a play where they had a receiver wide open. He had all the time in the world, and the play ended up being a coverage set, or a sack, because Justin Fields would not throw the ball to the open receiver. It's like he just doesn't trust him or something. I don't know. Obviously, we don't even talk about the Green Bay game because everybody, including Justin Fields, had a bad day. Just, and there's some things he has improved on, but unfortunately, the confidence is just not there right now with Justin Fields. He's lacking the confidence and that killer instinct and that will to throw the ball. He still would rather use his legs and still stares down his receivers, and when that first read is not there, he still panics. Damn. That third-year leap that we Bears fans were hoping Justin Fields would take, he's not taken. And right now, he's right now looking like a bust. And I don't know. If he were a running back, he'd probably have a good NFL career, but he's a quarterback. And right now, he's probably not going to have a long run in the NFL at this rate if he doesn't improve. So, just the weaknesses have gotten worse, and the things we hoped he'd get better at, he just hasn't improved on. No, and just, I don't know. Once again, he's looking like another Ohio State quarterback bust. I mean, the thing about Ohio State quarterbacks is they've got so many talented receivers, running backs, and tight ends to throw to in the college level at Ohio State. But once they get to the NFL, it's a whole different game. They got to get used to something else, a new playbook. It's painful, but it hurts for me to admit it. But I've lost some confidence in Justin Fields. I hope he finds a way to get it back. But right now, it's just not happening. Right now, if it hasn't happened in the first two games, that's bad news for him. And he's a good guy. Justin's a good guy, hard worker. But right now, he's shattered into pieces. He just does not look confident enough. I don't think he's going to make it in the NFL. He doesn't have it. It pains me to say this, but as the things stand right now, Justin doesn't have it. Now, with all that being said, and moving on to my third and final subject, I know this is not all his fault. While he has had his strengths and his weaknesses, while he's had his shortcomings, a lot of what has happened with Justin Fields has also been happening with the Bears. It has a lot to do with the team itself, and it's affecting his mindset as well. So I don't blame what's happening with Justin Fields. I don't blame him 100% for it, because when he was drafted by the Bears, he landed in a really, really bad situation. I mean, he deserved a different team than the Bears, a team that would help him focus on his weaknesses. But let's just be real. The coaches of the Chicago Bears do not have confidence in him. Granted, some of it's been justified because he's had his shortcomings, as I mentioned in the Tampa Bay game. But you know what? The coaches are not helping him either. Luke Getsy, in particular, is not playing to his strengths. Keeps trying to make something that Justin Fields is not, which is part of what leads to Fields improvising more than he should, because Luke Getsy, his play calling is complete and utter trash. Now, that is exactly what it is. Luke Getsy, sometimes I wonder if he's a double agent, if he was really working for the Packers in week one, which wouldn't surprise me considering he used to work for the Packers, or he's a spy for them, all that stuff. And Matt Eberflus, it pains me to say this, but I'm losing confidence in him. Right now, I don't think he actually knows what he's doing, especially with Justin Fields. And right now, and it's not just Justin Fields. Offenses keep stalling. The defense obviously looks terrible. We kind of figured that would be the case. They have made some plays. There's potential on defense. But the offensive line, of course, is having the usual struggles, which leads to loss of confidence from Justin Fields. There's so much shit going on with the Bears right now. And yes, I did just drop the S word. Folks, I'm going to tell it how it is. You know what? I'm just going to say it, and quoting Bruce Allen, but with a little different words. The culture is actually damn bad. Oh, you know what? I understated that. No. The culture with the Chicago Bears is a complete dumpster fire. You know why this team has not been going anywhere in the last few years? It's the McCaskies. As long as they're in charge, nothing's ever going to get fixed. This team is going to be a flaming train wreck. Pretty much. fire everywhere. And there's no way to put out the fire because you know what? McCaskies have only shown one thing. They do not know what they're doing, and they do not care about the problems. They want to do things their way. Old school. Well, you know what? The NFL has passed the Chicago Bears by. They have passed the league has passed the McCaskies by. The old school way, it doesn't work anymore. And that's what I've noticed with Matt Eberflus, okay? Old school. We don't need any more old school coaches. We need to move on to the modern day NFL. We need to get with the program. Somebody needs to tell them that's what the McCaskies need to do. Or just sell the team for crying in a bucket. And by the way, as if things could, you know what, guys, you think the Bears are really a flaming train wreck? It gets worse. Apparently, the defensive coordinator just resigned because from what I am hearing, his house was raided by the FBI. Now, how much of that is true, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. I've also heard rumors that Hallis Hall was raided by the FBI. But I'm hearing that is also false. But, my God, nothing is going right for this organization. You know what? This is the worst the Chicago Bears have looked since I've been watching them. This team, there's a good chance that this team may not win a single game this year. They may join the Lions and the Browns in football infamy. They may go 0-18. That's how bad it is. And you know what? We're going to have 2 first-round draft picks, and we could have the number 1 pick again. And we could screw it up. And it wouldn't surprise me if we screw it up again. Because one thing that has remained a constant with this franchise is the goddamn culture. It's horrible. And I am sick of it. Because as of right now, it pains me to say, you know what? I don't want to say things like this, but the Bears are a waste of time right now because of the McCaskies. All right? There's some good guys. There's some positives like Roschon Johnson and that stuff. Like, I like what I see in him, and he could be a really powerful, could be in for a really great NFL career, even as a running back. And, you know, and there's guys like Jaquan Brisker who I'm impressed with. Okay, so, but it's unfortunate because those are some of the positives. But you know what? It gets overshadowed by the fact that the Bears have some of the worst, if not the worst, owners in the NFL because they are way too old school and they continue to not adapt to the modern day NFL. You know what? They're focused more on getting that new stadium ready in Arlington Heights than they are getting this Bears team as a winning team. You know what? You want a new stadium? Go and earn it. Okay? Turn the Bears around first before you get that new stadium. It's not like the lease with Soldier Field doesn't even end until 2033. Get things turned around. You know what? But it's not going to happen as long as the McCaskies are in charge. The culture of the Chicago Bears is a flaming train wreck. And that's the way it's going to be as long as the McCaskies are in charge. And you know what? I've got no hope for this organization right now. And you know what? I never will have hope until the McCaskies are gone. Out of sight, or at least sell the team. I mean, they might seem like good people, but you know what? They do not know what they are doing with this organization. What the Chicago Bears need is somebody at the top who knows what the hell he is doing and how to build a competitive football team. You know what? As it turns out, the Bears have none of those things. And that is why they continue to be the biggest laugh. We are the new Browns. I'm just going with that. The Bears are the new Browns. And you know what? It pisses me off. Because back in the old days of the NFL, this used to be one of the best franchises, winning 8 world championships. And then they won a Super Bowl with George Halas's hires and his work. And all the McCaskies have done is pretty much taken George Halas's hard work and burned it to the ground, pretty much, or buried it 6 feet under. This is life as a Chicago Bears fan. And right now, there's no reason to have any hope because no matter what the Bears do right now, as long as the McCaskies continue to be in charge, we're going to keep ruining quarterbacks' careers. We're going to keep hiring coaches who are yes men. That's right. That's one of the few explanations I've got for why the Bears have been so bad. It's because we keep hiring yes men who do exactly what the McCaskies want and don't even challenge or question them. As long as we're going to keep ruining quarterbacks' careers, hiring yes men all across the board, and all that stuff. And the culture is never, ever going to change as long as the McCaskies are around. But like I've said, they need to sell the team, but I don't see that happening in the foreseeable future. And as long as they're in charge, it's being a Bears fan is going to continue to be embarrassing. And the Bears are going to continue to be embarrassing. The capital E. They're going to continue to be a train wreck, a dumpster fire, whatever you want to say. Right now. And you know what? My grandpa, he was a big reason why I got into the Bears. And if he were alive right now, even he would be ashamed and embarrassed of this team. And we wouldn't even talk about the Bears if he's still around because breaking news, the Bears still suck. And to close it off, what a total embarrassment the Chicago Bears are. Too many problems to count with this organization. And they look worse than they have the last 2 seasons. They haven't gotten better. The rebuild has gone nowhere. It's gotten worse. And everybody is responsible. And to close this off, fire everyone. That is all. All right, I'm done ranting about the Bears. On to this day in sports history. And on this day, the 20th of September, 1953, Cubs legend Ernie Banks hits his first major league home run. All right, sports fans, that's all I got for this week's Wax on Wednesday. Remember, if you got a question, leave it in the comments below, and I will try to answer it. All right, sports fans, thank you so much for watching this week's Wax on Wednesday. And Jake Waxman from Two Guys Talk Sports, signing off.